Hello everyone and welcome back to Danny B Needs a Minute. My name is Danny B and it is a day before I will go over to Nashville, Tennessee for the NASCAR Championship Award ceremonies being held on Thursday night at the Music City Center. We'll have plenty of behind the scenes content coming from that, so stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you are new. But before that, there is still plenty of motorsports news that happened this week, so we need to get into it. But before we do, I just want to say a quick thanks to a sponsor of this week's episode, and it is just in time for the holiday shopping season from our friends at Behrend Speedway.
Looking for a gift idea for a young race fan? Buy them a Behrend Speedway track mat. Made of high-quality vinyl, this track is detailed, portable, and fun. This track mat is a 3-foot by 5-foot replica of the diorama, as seen on social media, and is perfectly sized for your 1/64 scale die-cast cars. Check out Behrend Speedway's eBay and Etsy stores to purchase yours today.
Thanks again to Behrend Speedway, and guys, if you are a NASCAR fan or shopping for a NASCAR fan this Christmas season, I highly recommend this. I'll admit that as a kid, I would have loved to have something like this. So by all means, for those kids out there, check it out. The eBay and Etsy links will be linked down in the description and in a pinned comment in this video. Now, while CM Punk may have returned in shocking fashion to the WWE last Saturday and at the first time on Monday Night Raw this past Monday where I was able to get a chance to see him, some even more shocking news has came from the people at RFK Racing as they are bringing back their old number 60. Now, the number 60 was historically used down in the Xfinity Series, but it would appear, based on the latest teasers from the team, that this will be a third entry into the Daytona 500. And all we have seen so far is a silhouette of the potential driver. Now, it will be announced probably even today. It's Wednesday, November 29th, when you are watching this video, and it should be announced today who that mystery silhouette driver is. A few people suggested maybe it's Frankie Muniz. A few people suggested it's David Reagan. And a few people have even thought, is this Carl Edwards? I doubt it's Carl Edwards. While CM Punk may have returned this week, I doubt we're going to get the Carl Edwards return in the same week. But it would be cool. A couple weeks ago, we saw the new Ford Mustang that will be racing in the NASCAR Cup Series next year. Well, now we officially know Toyota will be keeping the Camry in the NASCAR Cup Series with the 2025 Toyota Camry XSE set to hit the tracks for the 2024 season. Now, going into this week's NASCAR Championship Award ceremonies, this is when we find out who becomes NASCAR's most popular driver. And it has been a long time since a driver not named Earnhardt or Elliott has won this title. And it may not change, but at the same time, it very well might. Kyle Busch got second last year, and he's kind of been getting a lot more cheers this year, I've noticed, when at the track. So maybe could Kyle Busch steal it from Chase Elliott? He is at least in the top 5. NASCAR unveiled the top 5 so far in no particular order for the NASCAR Most Popular Driver Award as of now. That top 5 in no particular order as it stands right now is the 2023 champion Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, the defending Most Popular Driver Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson. So comment down below, who do you think will win NASCAR's Most Popular Driver? Probably Chase Elliott, I know. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and many others were part of a huge press conference this week regarding the Cars Tour series for next year. And we officially found out that it is now sponsored. ZMAX will be the official sponsor of the Cars Super Late Model series next year. It'll be the ZMAX Cars Tour. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. unveiled the 2024 ZMAX Cars Tour full schedule for next season. The series will kick off March 2nd at Southern National Motorsports Park, with another event happening the next weekend on March 9th at the same track. March 29th, they'll be at New River All-American Speedway, April 6th at Hickory Motor Speedway, April 20th at Orange County Speedway, May 3rd at Ace Speedway, May 14th at North Wilkesboro Speedway, and the next day, May 15th at North Wilkesboro Speedway. May 25th, they'll be at Tri-County Motor Speedway. June 1st, they'll be at Langley Speedway. June 15th, they'll run at Dominion Raceway. July 3rd, they'll be at Caraway Speedway. July 27th, it'll be a throwback race at Hickory Motor Speedway. August 9th, they'll be at Ace Speedway. August 24th, Wake County Speedway. August 30th, Florence Motor Speedway. September 14th, South Boston Speedway. October 12th, Tri-County Motor Speedway, and they'll wrap up the season October 19th for a third race at North Wilkesboro Speedway. And at that same press conference, Dale Earnhardt Jr. had some interesting words about the Cars Tour's responsibility to clean up excessive fighting in short track racing. Matt Weaver caught up with Dale Earnhardt Jr. at this event, and here's what Dale had to say.
You just have to set an example every time that, this is not going to be something that we're going to put up with, and you have to do it quickly, right? We had a couple of instances this year, and me and the other guys in the ownership group are on the phone together immediately. Like, we got to do the right thing here. What is the right thing? How do we need to make sure we send the right message? It's tough because you got relationships with some of these people. In one instance, we had to suspend a driver that was in the middle of a points battle going into the last race, and not a situation you want to be in, but you have to make sure that every situation is handled the same and that everybody is treated equally. And so that I've been a part of that in a couple of instances, on-track instances, where my driver intentionally wrecked somebody, and we were parked for a race, and I called Jack before I was part of the series ownership group, and I said, Jack, I'm all on board with what you're doing. I'm going to handle it on my end. This, I'm going to tell my driver this isn't something we're wanting to see again, and I'm just calling you to let you know that I support your decision to suspend my driver, and that I want to be treated like you would treat anyone else. And so we try to keep that in mind, and I try to keep that in mind going forward. Now that I have some influence on those type of calls and decisions, you have to unfortunately do some difficult things and make some tough decisions.
In sponsorship news, Adam Stern reported that Mahindra Tractors will be the primary sponsor for Stewart-Haas Racing's number 14, driven by Chase Briscoe, for the majority of the 38-race schedule in 2024. 17-year-old racer Landon Lewis has officially signed with Kevin Harvick Incorporated this week. They will be representing him, and he'll also be getting the chance to run a late model stock car for them this year. Davey Siegel reported this week that the 2024 Daytona 500 is now officially sold out. This is the 9th straight sellout for the Daytona 500, but it is the earliest the event has ever been announced as a sellout. Adam Stern reported that Brazil has potentially been added to the list of places that NASCAR may be considering for an International Cup Series race after TV ratings for the NASCAR Cup Series rose this year following the introduction of the NASCAR Brazil Sprint Racing Series. And finally, one of the last things that I've seen this week that caught my eye, if you are a diecast collector, well, you may like that playmat from Behrend Speedway, but you gotta have something good to race on it. And check out this, if you are a Hendrick Motorsports fan, they are now offering a 10-car die-cast set and 1/64 scale commemorating lots of iconic paint schemes driven by multiple legends of Hendrick Motorsports. From the original All-Star Racing number 5 to the 25 driven by Tim Richmond to the 17 Tide Ride of Darrell Waltrip to Jeff Gordon's iconic Rainbow Warrior look to Jimmy Johnson's Lowe's look, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2014 Daytona 500 winning paint scheme, and the iconic number 5s driven by Terry Labonte and Mark Martin in Mark Martin's final NASCAR Sprint Cup Series victory. All those paint schemes plus an iconic crimson red 40th anniversary Hendrick Motorsports paint scheme in this 10-car 1/64 scale set. Now the price is $109.95, but when you break that down, that's about $10 a car, so that's about average. If you are a die-hard Hendrick fan though, this should be an interesting one to add to your list. But that's all I've got for today. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on so that you will never miss another video from here on DannyBTalks, and make sure you do not miss anything from this week, as I will be at the NASCAR Championship Awards ceremonies where we will have interviews of some of your favorite drivers. Until next time, hey, I thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.